Okay, on today's mini episode of Sport Fishing on the Fly with my buddy Rick Hansum, the Rickster. We're out here, we're doing something a little different today. This is a stream that feeds into a lake, and the salmon migrate through and they come up and they actually are on their spawning reds and so on, and the rainbows follow them in and eat the eggs and so on that come off of the salmon. So they follow them in there. There's numerous lakes throughout BC where this can be done, where there's salmon runs or even where there's kokanee, and the trout follow them in. So we're going to try that today on this episode. So stay tuned and you'll see us fishing for the trout in behind the salmon. That's today on the Sport Fishing on the Fly Mini.
Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Maui Jim Sunglasses, Humminbird Fish Finders, First Tellurium Corporation, and Hardy Rods and Reels.
So this is the kind of gravelly bottom, and the salmon will typically hold on there. The trout will follow, and then Rick's just going to swing some flies down there. We found that actually fishing woolly buggers, we've nymphed eggs behind the salmon, which can be done too, the rainbow grab. But we caught a lot of coarse fish that way. Oh, you can see a salmon is spoiled there. So Rick's going to swing a woolly bugger through the sink tip line. We'll see if we can find some rainbows along here. So there I can see, looking out here, there's a nice rainbow there. Can't see it really with the camera. Sitting behind these salmon that are here.
Oh, yeah.
There's a nice fish right there in the water, just holding behind on the red. And there was a large Chinook salmon right up on top here. So again, we just swing by there, and the rainbows typically will come and they're looking for any of the eggs that are coming off those salmon. And I think what happens with using streamer type flies is there must be like little sculpin and stuff to eat the eggs. So it seems like the rainbows like the meat better, right? Like a woolly bugger type pattern. So, but you got to keep moving. We'll drift down until we find the rainbows and start swinging by them. Well, that was right away. See, gone.
He's off?
Yeah,
oh.
But we found, you see, there's the difference. So Rick casted first, we filmed there, and he didn't have, I've got a heavier sink tip, I think. Yeah. So I just got up and cast and he hit it right away. So we might have to, we're using a full sink when we did it before, right? And this sink tip, but I'm just using again, my favorite here, the Bulldog fly. And that was the first cast, right?
Yeah, first cast for you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to switch over back to a full sink.
Yeah.
Because my sink tip is not getting down deep enough.
It looks like it, because you went through there,
nothing,
and then mine is right away. So.
Right away.
Okay, we'll swing down through there again. That was the first cast, so we'll see as it's going through across the red. And a lot of times too, after we let it swing through across there, I've caught them retrieving too, stripping it back. And you happen to come, I'm just stripping it back in to see if there's anything. I'll hit it there. Okay, gonna pump another one out there. Get it across there. And again, it's just swinging across the whole, same way we fish for steelhead, just down and across swing. And you're hoping you're going to come across some rainbows in behind the salmon. So I'll try a couple this direction now. you're just trying to cover a bunch of water where the fish are across the, I can see the salmon. See if something in that direction. There's one. There he is. He's on it.
He's on it.
He's on it. Nice rainbow.
Let's have a jump.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know your line was still trailing out there. Well, that's all right. We'll get this guy in. So that was the first cast that direction, right? Tried a
Right.
couple the other way. But there are nice rainbows in here. And we're using, you know, I'm using an 8-weight rod. Same one I do for steelhead because we got a current through here. And I'm using 15-pound test tippet so that we can get them back against this current, because the current can really pull. It's a lot tougher to land them, but
You're
they're,
gonna have to come and help you net it. You're gonna have to come back here and
yeah, I'll get them. I've got the 8-weight,
yeah.
So I'll
come
be able
back
to-
here. We'll
I'll be able to
we'll
do it.
switch sides and
Yeah, you have to shoot kind of into the sun. I'll actually, here, I'll take them on this side, Rick.
take,
I'm gonna take them under your
oh, okay.
line because we'll shoot out this way.
And then I'll net them. You'll have to come
Nice
up.
rainbow. No, go, I'll get them.
Oh, you'll get them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can get them. Let's try them here. I think I can. With the 8-weight, and that's again why you'd want an 8-weight. It's not huge, but a nice fish. See, you can see all the salmon in the water there, right? Right straight, you can see them right down there now. And there's the rainbow coming in. There he is.
Got him.
Yeah, smaller guy, but still good. I'll pluck him out of here. He smoked that, there he is. Smoked that woolly bugger. Let's put him right there. There he goes. Rickster switched over now to the full sink, right?
Yep, got the full sink. I know I can get down deep enough.
Let's just
And,
see how that works through there.
I'm using a different fly.
Are ya?
Yeah.
What? Other than the Bulldog? Bulldog's deadly at this stuff. But, you know, I think woolly buggers in general are quite good. Again, it's surprising. We've fished other streams that you just fish egg patterns in behind the salmon. And we found in this particular stream, if you fish the egg patterns in behind, you get a lot of whitefish that are in there. And the rainbows want the big meaty fly, like the woolly buggers.
So I hooked this Dale, stripping it in slowly back,
Right?
but it feels heavy.
Oh.
So
Could be a salmon chomping.
it may be a salmon. I'm not sure. It's not
Not acting like a rainbow.
not
is it?
acting like a rainbow.
Well, let's see if we
I
can
don't know
see
if I
it.
can pull them up. Oh
Yeah.
no. Is it a salmon?
Yeah, it's salmon, I think. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
looking like a salmon.
Oh, so that's too bad.
And they will chomp. The salmon will chomp it too, right?
So what's nice though is I didn't snag it. I was stripping it
Stripping
in,
back,
and
yeah.
he
Well, we'll
came-
see when you get them in here. Well,
he
if you
came-
can get them in, we'll see what happens. But you'll see that he would have bit it. They don't like stuff in their way. It's rare though. It's funny, eh? With the amount of salmon in here, we don't catch many. Like you're usually always catching you're catching mainly the rainbows. Okay, let's see I'll see what I can do with this thing. Well, we got him in the net, Rickster, but you'll see where he grabbed it, right?
Oh yeah, no, he
You
got
just
him in the mouth.
just chomped
Yeah,
on it, yeah.
for sure.
So you do get some.
Okay,
Okay. Back to his
there you go.
spawning.
So not what I was targeting,
No,
but anyway, we'll see.
they will charm it. So which bugger are you
So I
using?
actually went with a green bugger. I
Green
actually
with
like,
a little bullet head on there.
Yeah, I like the
The green color? Okay.
the green
Yeah.
color, and and yeah, it's worked well for me. So I wanted to try something different than Dale.
This looks like a nice rainbow. He jumped. This was a nice one, Rick. We just repositioned a little bit.
First cast.
Yeah. This one definitely is. That 8-weight rod, he's got lots of meat on it. Okay, we're gonna put it back in. Yeah, he's fine. Nice, eh? That size rainbow. Good fight.
Yeah, almost not quite 2 pounds, but
Yeah.
still nice.
Back in there. There he goes. Take long to get back. Okay, yeah.
Oh, and he gets the nest.
Run the full sinker through there.
He gets the
And
nest.
this happens. We don't edit this stuff out. This is
Hey,
Rickster's always good for the rat
it
nest.
happens to the best of us.
Oh.
To some more than others. another
Oh.
tangle. He tried to do a back cast out the other way. This could be the Rickster comedy show. What the? See what I have to put up with fishing with this guy all the time.
You have to admit it's fun.
It's fun.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, this is rainbow.
Yeah.
This is rainbow.
This is Rainbow, even after he got his stuff untangled in the boat. And this is Rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
He's jumping around. Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
Oh, and he's off. I just started to strip in when
Yeah.
when it hooked
Well,
up.
here's your next cast out this way. Yeah, this is deeper. See, with your full sink, let's see what happens here.
Well, nothing yet. Nothing on the swing. So we'll see if something can attract something on the slow
The
strip.
retrieve, and you've done that, especially with the full sink line. My sink tip, I find I just have to swing it through, and they either hit it while it's swinging, or I don't get. Whereas with your full sink line, bringing it in, you're running right along the bottom too. So I should pass by there. You are.
There we go. Yep,
Nice
strip.
rainbow. Nice. I could see him down there. It's a nice one.
Yep.
It's a nice rainbow.
See, another one on the strip in.
Yeah,
So
the full sink line. That's a good thing if you're using that full sink. You just were bringing it back, slow retrieve. Nailed him.
nailed him.
Looked like a good fish too when he came out of the water.
Chrome.
Looked like a good fish, Rick. Nice and foam.
Okay.
I got him in there.
All right.
The net job.
There we go.
Oh, he's a thin guy. He's out. Flies out.
Flies out.
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent.
Long and leaner. Right? I saw the comb on him down there.
It's long and lean, this one.
Long and lean. So,
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but still nice.
But-
I mean, gives you a good tussle. He can fly out of the water. And,
Yeah, nice colors, right?
yeah.
So I'll just let them go. There we go.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's how it works with the retrieve, right? Where you had that little, I think the full sink line, you've got quite a few that way. Where you strip
yeah, I do the swing, and you either catch them on the swing or don't strip in too fast. Do a nice slow, especially when you're in the current, because a lot of times you'll pick them up when you're doing the strip in back.
Yeah,
For sure.
just as
Absolutely.
bugger's working its way through, same thing as through the swing. You just have to pass it in front of those rainbow,
That's all you gotta do.
and they'll smoke it.
It's easy.
Good show, even with all your tangles and stuff, you're catching fish.
Instant, right? As soon as you stop recording there on the cast, that rainbow hit it in there. I'm impressed with the amount of fight that they can provide with this, you know, with an 8-weight rod, with that current, and they really smoke it, eh? When they hit it.
Yeah, they smack it hard. No question.
This guy's going deep. Wow.
Wait, oh.
Oh, rainbow. I see him up there,
Sure, yeah.
flashing. It's a good one, Rick.
We see them in here. I mean, we could see them to up to 5 pounds. You can definitely see them sitting down there. It's just some of those guys are smart.
Yeah. Oh, you got him. That was a lot of effort, didn't it?
Yeah, look at that little, I don't know what they get with those little potch marks on them or whatever, but that's certainly a good fish.
Oh yeah, that's 2 pounds plus, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've got a, if you want to measure him, there's the,
What, you mean here?
yeah, just on the measuring tape there, he's
Yeah, I think
probably 18 plus anyway, I would think.
He is 19 inches.
19 inches,
Yeah.
there you go.
19 inches. Yeah, there he is there. Nice fish.
Whoop.
Okay.
Let him out that side. And away.
You can hold him in the net. Look at it. You can revive that way. See how he's reviving there? Then just stick the net down and
let him go.
there he goes. The ideal setup that we're using today, this is my setup today. I've got, this is one I usually use for actually steelhead fishing. I've got a teeny 200 sink tip fly line. It's got a 20-foot sink tip on there, a 200 grain. I've got about 6 feet, 15-pound mono to my little bulldog fly. And I'm just casting and fishing down and across. I've got an 8-weight rod. Again, you saw with the current, it's tough to land those fish with that big current. So I'd recommend an 8-weight rod. And I'm just casting and letting it swing down and across, as you saw. Rick is using a full sink line, type 7, fast sink. And he's catching a lot on the retrieve as well as he's bringing it back in to the boat. He catches some on the swing too. So it's just whatever your preference is to do it. But again, you just got to find the rainbows. We fish an area and then we just keep moving, sliding down and doing more. So if you want to come and do this, that's what I'd recommend in a stream this size anyway.
And it's called Don's Personal Bulldog. This is the one that me and Dale actually use on the show. So make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. We'll tie the fly on a size 6 4x long streamer hook. You tie with some 6/0 black thread, some .02 to .03 lead wire for the weight. For the tail we'll use some burnt orange marabou, some heavy copper wire for the ribbing, some medium gold chenille for the body, and for the hackles, a burnt orange and olive grizzly hackle. Start the fly off, we're going to take our .02 lead wire, and I'm just going to wrap up the hook. And I like to double it over. If you're using the heavier wire like the .03, I only give it 1 wrap. But I'm going to go right to about a ½ an inch from the eyelet, and then work it over again a second time, kind of double it up, and only go halfway on the hook. So I'll let you see here in a minute. I'll just undo, there we go, finish that. So you can, as you can see, I've only wrapped the front half of the hook. Don't wrap any more than that. You want this fly to undulate, so only half, front half. Now that we have our lead tied in, we're just going to put on our thread. And again, just form a couple of small dams on the front and the back of that lead, just so it doesn't slide on the hook. So I just wrap up a little ball at the back of the weight, the wire, the lead wire, wrap it a little bit at the front. And then finish off with the back of my hook. We're going to put on our marabou tail. Take one of your burnt orange marabou feathers. Now I like to use all this material from the bottom of the feather. So strip off a bunch at the bottom. And I'll do the same to the other side. I like to use the whole feather. Make sure you've got all the fibers pulled out. Strip that off. Kind of match them up for length. They don't have to be exact, just similar in length. You want a little bit of length variation. Take that big clump that you have, make sure it's about the length of the hook. It's alright if it's a little past, but about the length of the hook, and then tie it in for the tail. Now, after I've taken a few wraps on the tail, I like to take my scissors, cut off all this bulk excess that's on top there, wrap this over with the thread, and always remember to go back to the tail and go behind the tail. Pull your the thread up, go in front again of your tail, go behind it once more, pull it up nice and tight, and wrap in front of the tail again. That's going to allow that tail to always sit upright. It won't get pulled down over the hook, so make sure you do that. Now take some heavy copper wire, and we'll tie it in the back of the hook. And this will be used to riv the fly up a little bit later. And make sure you tie it in good at the back there. You can build up a bit of a base layer of thread. One of the most important parts of this fly is selecting the proper hackles. Now, here's the big key. Is the burnt orange grizzly hackle that I selected. You'll notice the fibers are not as long as the green one. The grizzly one that's green is going to go in front of this hackle, and it's a lot bigger. It's actually going to overshadow my burnt orange grizzly, but you'll see the burnt orange through the green. This is very important. So what I'm going to do is put them together and tie them on to the hook and tie them in by the tips. Very important to tie these in by the tips. So tie them in by the tips and just wrap it back, your thread back to the back of the hook. And keep those back for a little later for ribbing, and just cut off your excess. Take some of your olive chenille, tie it in the back of the hook. And now when you wrap this fly forward, the way I personally like it is keeping the back end nice and thin. Only do one wrap on the back end and just keep wrapping it forward. Keep that body thin at the back. And as you get up to the lead, now I'm going to start tightening up. Now I'm going to actually maybe double overlap as I get to the head. So I want a tapered body. I'm actually building the front end up a little more than the back end. And then we'll finish, and leave yourself minimum a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch of room at your eyelet, because we're going to wrap those hackles up there. And cut off your excess. Now what we're going to do is take our 2 hackles, and I'm going to flare them out a little bit. I always want the green in front of the orange, so I'm going to start wrapping forward. Now making sure that green stays in front of the forward, whatever it takes to keep the green in front. And then as I'm going, I'm pulling them back and I'm wrapping them together. Remember, I'm wrapping these 2 up together. That green's always going to be a little bit bigger than that orange. Then when I get to the head, I want to take 2 or 3 wraps and really flare that head out. And then wrap it over with my thread. Cut off your excess from your hackles. Now what we're going to do is take all this extra material, it looks like a real mess at the front of the hook, and we're just going to wrap it over with the thread right at the head and pull it over. And that'll actually give you a really nice flared collar. Now to make sure that hackle stays intact, I'm going to go the reverse direction with my copper ribbing and bring it through and just slowly pull it up. And what that's going to do is wrap over your hackles and keep them solid on your hook. So if you happen to blow a hackle out of there, this rib is going to keep it intact. And only go to the collar. So what I'm going to do is go right up to where I formed the collar, bring my thread back, and tie off my copper ribbing behind the flared head. Cut off your excess. Now what you want to do is pull your thread forward again and wrap all that, form a nice black head on the fly and wrap in all that hackle so you have a real nice flared head on the fly. So to finish the fly off, we're going to take our whip finisher and do a few whip finishes at the head end. I like to do about 3 or 4, and always I like to do it over a couple times just to make sure that knot forms up real good. Cut off our excess, then take a little bit of head cement. And again, personally, I like to head cement my flies. On the show a lot of times I won't head cement because we don't have the time, but on here really give it a good coating. Let that soak into that head. Let all that material or that cement get into the fly. And there it is. Now that is the finished Personal Bulldog. That's the one I use on the lakes. That's the fly I use out on the river all the time. In the old Bulldog, all we did is we had a variety of different greens. We would tie it with a light green and a darker green, a grizzly green with, say, a real light green. It was a good combination, but I found putting that burnt orange with the tail, as we do in the original pattern, along with burnt orange in the body, it just sets this fly apart. When we're fishing, anywhere me and Dale go, that's the Bulldog we use. So everybody on the website, you get the advantage of seeing the real Bulldog. Hope you enjoy it. Fish it well, because you know what? It works.
What's that one, Rickster?
I do.
Salmon? Trout?
I think so. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's a pike minnow.
Pike minnow!
It's a pike minnow.
Boo! Boo!
Not what I was hoping for.
No, pike minnow. Boo!
No. But anyway, you know what? It's just, it's always it's when they bite, that's
Yeah.
the fun part,
No,
right?
bull.
You know,
I don't care. We're still giving you a boo, pike minnow.
we haven't hooked a whitefish yet today.
Yeah.
And the other day we probably hooked what?
Oh, lots of. But we were
Yeah.
floating eggs too. We're using the big stuff
Right.
today. So
Right. So
anyway,
it's a pike minnow.
it is. We gotta move. Bad area. Boo. Okay, we're gonna have to. Hey, as soon as we slid
we're
into
gonna
there,
move.
now we got pike minnow. So we got to get into an area where I think it seems like the faster. That's another thing. The faster the current flow, the rainbows. The
Yeah.
slower the one, you catch the coarse fish.
Yeah.
It's another good tip. Like where it's flowing faster, the rainbows like it. It's not fish ever in the air. Hey, it was skying all over.
Anyway, that's the
Say
way
we
it
don't-
is, right? We're not
We put the
filming.
GoPro down, yeah. You make the
Anyway.
cast out there. He jumped 5 or 6 times.
That was great.
That's in good shape.
So I think, Dale, I think in order to land this, I gotta,
You're gonna go up front again, and I'll
yeah,
get
I
the
gotta
net?
go
Okay.
up past you, and you can, I can get them near your net. You can film the netting.
See if we-
There we go. Excellent.
There he is.
Yeah, that fish is fresh.
He was jumping around in there.
That fish is fresh. There we go. Whoop.
Oh, is he out?
No. He's out
Yeah,
now. There
He's
we
out
go.
there now. He was an active guy. Right away in there?
Oh, yep.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. Nice one. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, oh.
what's
Tangled
going
up.
on?
I got wrapped around my wrist. What is it doing? Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I can't get it. Oh, there we go. Now I'm free. I got wrapped around.
Oh, how you
Oh,
kept him on, I don't know.
The
but-
line was coming up off the floor so quick. Oh, and he's off. The line was coming up off the floor so quick it went and wrapped around my.
That was a big one.
It was a big one. Nice jumps. Oh, this one picked him up on the strip in.
Yeah, as soon as
Right?
I shut the GoPro off. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I was just putting it down.
It was that. Oh, not wrapped.
Oh, you are.
Not doing.
The Rickster.
they
This
take-
could be, we'll do the fundamental on what not to do when you're.
They take off so fast.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, there we
got
go.
it.
Yeah,
Nice fish.
nice clean fish.
He took that.
I hope, keep my fly out of his teeth. Yeah, that's a
There you
nice
go.
fish.
Yeah. Nice.
We can measure him if
No,
you
no,
like.
we'll dump him in there. Let's let him go.
That's a trout.
Oh yeah, he's jumping. Oh,
Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. That's a trout. That's better. That's not a whitefish. That's
that's
better.
right. Yeah, and that's good method. That full sink line,
Yeah.
you know, where you're stripping back.
Yeah.
Works quite well. Nice
Oh,
fish.
yeah, that's a nice fish.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's a better fish.
That's a nice rainbow.
That's a better fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just nabbed onto her.
Oh, he likes Rick's rusty bugger.
The
French
Rick's Rusty
Slicker.
Burger. I'm gonna measure
Let's
him.
measure him a minute and see if we can get, so we're at just, 19 inches.
Okay.
Well, that's
Wow.
good. That's a nice clean fish. So, let's get him in here to recover. Get turned around.
Yeah, he's a nice rainbow, eh? He's flushing to go out already.
There he goes.
There he goes.
Excellent.
We can pull him. Well, you let me finish my lunch finally. I just sit here and watch Rickster catch fish.
This feels like
I
a
got to
bigger
get
fish.
back in. Yeah, oh yeah, look at
Feels
that.
like a bigger fish.
I can see him.
Got a lot of spunk.
He was I heard him jumping around behind when I went to grab the GoPro.
Oh, good. Yeah, nice.
The Rickster always takes advantage when you're
I need you to be out.
out of commission. When you're out of commission, he's in there like a dirty shirt. That looks like a nice trout.
Oh, it's a beauty.
Oh, it's a beauty, Rick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
more what we were catching.
I
in.
gotta
Okay,
go
you gotta go.
above. Are you almost ready? Do
I
you
don't know how I
prefer
can
to-
get him on this side. You know what? I'm just gonna have to.
Oh, he's off.
No,
He's off.
you're kidding, right there.
Pulled out right there.
Yeah, I should have just
It's
shut
the
the GoPro.
net guy. It's the net guy.
I should have just shut the GoPro off and got him in. That was a
Oh,
beautiful
but
fish.
you saw him, right?
Big
It
fish,
was-
yeah, beautiful
It was
fish.
over 20. That was a
Yeah,
good.
that was a good fish. And
Anyway,
fat.
that's the way it is. Oh, the net guy needs work.
Trying to do it with one hand in the GoPro. I should just put it down and do it. It's almost
Yeah, I'm trying to
impossible.
it bent my
Not with
hook.
that current. I bent it out.
It bent a little bit. No, well,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
totally out, but it bent a little. It bent enough so that the hook came out, right?
Well, good day, Rickster. Out, beautiful weather. We've had to peel down, right?
Yeah, it's great in the sunshine here, eh? And no wind. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful
Excellent
fall
for
day.
the fall. Yeah, to do it in the fall. So if you want to have fun, come out and try that sort of stuff. You saw some of our techniques to do it today, but make sure you check your regulations. There's lots of these streams that have salmon that come up and the rainbows fall in, but there's certainly going to be retention rules. There's going to be all kinds of regulations. You got to make sure it's open. And the other thing is, of course, you may need special licenses. Might be in classified waters. Sometimes there's steelhead in the same systems where the salmon run, and you'll need a steelhead tag. So make sure you check for that too. But it's a great thing to try. You can get beautiful fall days like this. Hey.
Gorgeous, right? Glad we went.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
you'll see a few of our little tangles up. That's what's good about the mini. We don't edit down. We leave Dawn to the editing, and I imagine he's going to leave lots of that stuff in. So anyway,
It's all good.
it's all good. So next time you come out, take care, preserve our waters. We'll see you next time on the next little Sport Fishing on the Fly mini. So thanks, Rickster, for joining
betcha.
again today.
Right on, buddy.